Cross-country mountain bikes often feature some of the most exciting developments in bicycle design. The bikes must be light enough to handle lung-bursting climbs while also being capable enough to handle increasingly gnarly descents. So in no particular order, here is our pick of the top 5 cross-country bikes of 2020 that we think are pushing the envelope of bicycle design. As always, if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe and click the little bell icon so that every time we upload a video, you will get a notification. Now, let's get on with the show. Starting with one of the biggest releases of 2020, we have the specialised Eple HT. The previous generation of the Eple HT was a firm favourite here at BikeRadar. It was incredibly light and had relatively modern geometry for an XC bike. So when we found out Specialized had updated this already winning formula, we were obviously excited to see what the big S would come up with. As you'd expect, it's got even lighter, with an S-Works frame coming in around 790 grams for a medium, and that is with the paint and the hardware. This means that a top spec complete build is claimed to weigh just 7.8 kilos. That's incredibly impressive when you consider that not that long ago, 7.8 kilos was considered pretty respectable for an aero road bike. In a move expected by approximately absolutely everybody, the geometry has also been updated, with the head angle getting a touch slacker and the reach a smidge longer to improve handling on the technical cross-country World Cup courses of today. And finally, the seat tube has also been modified to be a more dropper-friendly 30.9mm in diameter. Being specialised, it should come as no surprise that the top spec S-Works model comes at a premium price, but we're more interested in the more affordable Eple HT Carbon, which comes in at just north of roughly £2,100 or dollars, while still having a claimed 930 gram frame weight. Could this possibly be the perfect privateer XC racer's bike for 2020? Let us know what you would choose in the comments. Arizona-based Pivot Cycles has long been known for its premium mountain bikes, but the new Mach 4 SL really pushes the boundaries for publicly available bikes, as does its price tag, with a top spec build coming in at £11,800. There's no need to remind us that you could buy a really nice car or motorcycle for £11,800. You could even buy nearly 30 calibre 2-cubed mountain bikes. But what would you prefer? The Mach 4 has gone through several iterations and has featured 27.5 and 29-inch versions in its lifetime. The latest version merges the Mach 4 and the Mach 4 29 SL into one super fast racing machine. It features a revised DW Link suspension configuration with a vertically positioned shock and settles on 100mm of travel with those 29-inch wheels. As for the weight, a size medium World Cup build with a full Shimano XTR group set comes in at a claimed 9.4 kilos, which is incredibly impressive for a full suspension mountain bike. We doubt that you'll be seeing too many of these special builds out on the trails, but it's impressive to see what a brand can do with a money is no object design. I'm sure you've all heard that famous saying, there are 2 guarantees in life, death and taxes. Well, here at BikeRadar, we have another saying. There's one guarantee in life. If you don't include a Santa Cruz in a mountain bike top 5, no matter the genre, people will not be happy. Obviously, we jest, but in order to prevent commenter Armageddon, we present you with the Santa Cruz Blur. It's a thoroughbred cross-country racer, sporting 100mm of front and rear travel, a 69-degree head angle and a relatively steep 74-degree seat angle. The reach is also pretty long for an XC bike, with a size large coming in at 460mm. This should hopefully mean that the bike will be able to descend and climb with the best. A medium frame is claimed to weigh just north of 2 kilos, and while there are lighter race whippets out there, and sorry, we couldn't make it past the 3rd bike in this list before we used the phrase race whippet, the Blur's claimed weight includes all of the hardware and the shock. But anyway, it's a Santa Cruz, so everything they do is good because, well, It's the coolest brand on earth, right? Cannondale released the newest FSI back in 2018, and it's been bothering the front of cross-country races ever since then. The elephant in the room is the polarising lefty 8 fork. And we say polarising because you probably won't have to look too far down the comments to see someone saying the lefty is the worst fork ever made, while the very next commenter will say that it is suspension perfection. Now, while lefties undoubtedly have their quirks, we kinda like them, so make of that what you will. The FSI is competitively light for a World Cup ready hardtail, with top spec builds weighing less than 9 kilograms. It also comes with Cannondale's AI offset on the rear wheel, which pushes the drivetrain 6mm to the right. This means you need to have a neutrally dished rear wheel, but as you'd expect, Cannondale claims that this is better than the more conventional asymmetric dish. Just like every other bike on this list, top spec models do not come cheap, but more affordable models are available if you are keen on an FSI. We have saved what is possibly the most interesting cross-country bike of 2020 until last, with Trek's all-new Supercalibre. The Supercalibre had been ridden in plain sight for months before it was launched, having been ridden extensively by Yolanda Neff at various World Cup rounds with a sock used to hide the iso-strut suspension linkage. However, Trek's embargo on the bike has finally lifted and we can tell you a little bit more about it. The frame is claimed to weigh just 1,900 grams with the shock and hardware, making it lighter than most conventional full suspension frames. However, the compromise with this is that you only get 60mm of rear travel instead of the more typical 100mm. On the other hand, Trek claims that this gives you the best of both worlds, with full suspension performance and hardtail efficiency. The geometry is also refreshingly modern, with a 69-degree head angle and a 74-degree seat angle. More crucial for the long-distance racers is that the iso-strut suspension linkage allows you to fit 2 water bottles into the frame. Could this be the perfect marathon machine in 2020? We'll have to wait and see. What do you think of our list? Did we get it right, or should we have picked something else? As always, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the little bell icon so that every time we upload a video, you will get a notification. Goodbye!